hope this thing has battery so I can monitor what's happening. But I forgot to. Oh, I could do something like this and see. That's one sticks in them.
Oh, oh, these are your super duper ones.
No, these are not the ones I endorse, but these are the ones we have because you cannot get dome pad sticks anymore.
Oh,
and these are somebody decided to make them.
Oh, right. Nice.
So you can get them at Thoman's. And we are live.
Oh, we're live now.
We are, and there are people, 3 people watching
already.
Yeah, don't these people work on Monday morning? Come on. Well, technically it's midday, so technically they might be having lunch.
Who knows?
Who knows? Are you having lunch? What is it that you're eating? Oh, what have I done here? Right, okay. Cool. Anything particular you would like to talk about? Hey, this is Mark Smith.
Hey, this is Felipe Drago.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've done this.
Ages, yes.
Yeah.
And this is coffee.
And this is coffee. His is flat white. Mine is cappuccino. What's your coffee?
I thought I'd maybe talk about a practice routine I've been working on.
Cool.
That'd be interesting.
Stride Fitness says, good morning.
Is it morning still?
Sorry?
It's not morning.
No, it's not morning, but they're saying, and Beatriz Volpe, she's having breakfast because she's in Brazil.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Do we need to turn the air conditioning off?
Oh, yeah, I forgot the air conditioning off. Can you hear the air conditioning? Let us know. Oh, my God. Me and technology. We don't go well together. If you cannot hear the air conditioning, we're just going to leave the way it is because it feels nice.
Mm-hmm.
Not to sound like Borat. Feels nice. Okay. We're there and we're here.
Good.
Good. So.
Simple practice routine.
Simple practice routine.
So
I think that's very important because sometimes we think we should over-elaborate our practice routines, and then what happens is we never practice.
Yep. So I've found over the years that the simpler my practice routine and the more focused it is, the better. And mine is very, very simple. So I've started playing in I started playing in a new band in January.
Cool.
It's a death metal band called Corpsing.
Are you still in the band?
I am, yeah.
Oh, wow, that's amazing.
They haven't sacked me yet. Yeah,
wow,
so,
no, but sometimes you quit the band.
I do, that's true. No, I really like this band, and I'm not quitting them, so...
Finally you like something. Right?
I do, yes. It does happen. And so that kind of music requires playing fast for a long time.
Yeah.
Right? And I would use fingers to play what's called a blast beat. That kind of thing. The problem is I can do that, but I can't hold it for very long.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to show you now, but probably about 20 seconds. And I really wanted something that I could hold for about 2 to 5 minutes.
Yeah, if you play in a band like that, that's quite important.
Yeah, and I found that these days I'm trying to cut fills out as much as possible. I try and just play. I mean, I use fills, but I'm trying to sort of do stuff where I'm smoothly transitioning between one thing and another.
I think that comes with age because I remember that they in Brazil they used to call me drum fill because every 4 bars I would play it.
Yeah, I found it flows better if I mean, I still use them, but fewer. So I went back to Moeller. And 4s, just like that. Mm-hmm. The first thing I noticed is my right hand was better at it than my left, and I'm left-handed.
Yeah, I know. I was going to say, aren't you left-handed before?
So that, And
your right hand looks a lot more relaxed than your left.
Yeah, it's. I mean, they feel the same. But that I can hold 2 minutes, probably about 200 beats a minute. So what I do is I go back to the old Stone Killers from Master Studies.
Yeah.
So it's really, I'll show you now. It's really simple. So it's 4 on each. So you do 2 minutes of each. You do 4 on each. Oh, sorry, 4. Just like that. And then 8. Then 16. And then whatever's double 16, 32. There we go.
Do you go to 64?
No. Then I roll for 2 minutes. And then just that.
So each phase 2 minutes?
Yeah. Yeah, so I play for 2 minutes to stop, and I do the next one.
Okay.
2 minutes to stop. For several reasons. I find chopping things up makes it less boring.
Yeah, true.
Because endurance is dull.
Yeah.
Or it can be dull. And actually, it doesn't seem to make that much difference. So like the whole thing with endurance is that what I would have done before is kind of gone and just held it as long as possible, which works, but I can always get to the end of 2 minutes. And there's never an instance where I've needed to do that for 2 minutes. So it's probably twice as long as I've ever needed to play it for. Right? The most you do a blast beat for in a song is 20, 30 seconds. Right? Cool. So it gives me everything I need. And then, so once I've done that, I then go to the feet and I do the same thing.
Okay.
So, and I'm using like heel strikes like that. So
and you have your foot halfway on the pedal.
Yeah. So now something to understand here. I'm not actually practicing that fast.
Okay.
For me. And I noticed something so my hands I do about 180. My feet I do at 150.
Okay.
And I've found a thing that I call the practice gap now, which is where my playing speed is about 60 beats faster, 50 to 60 beats faster than my practicing speed. And the reason is very simple. Like when you're playing live, the adrenaline kicks in. And if you've practiced relaxing in the practice room, you put adrenaline plus relaxation. Well, you see where I'm going with this, right? You get a kick at the top end. So I can actually do this live at 220.
Okay.
And this comfortably at 200, 210. At push, I can do my hands at 240.
Cool.
I try not to. What I'm trying to do is play relaxed all the time, so I'm not on the edge of what I'm doing.
But do you play live with a click track?
No.
Okay.
Some bands I do.
Yeah.
This one I don't.
Yeah.
But I can kind of tell by looking.
By looking, you can tell by how tired you are.
Well, kind of. Well, so the first thing to understand with this is it's worked. Battle tested, as it were. I've tried it gigging and it's worked. So it's allowed me to just kind of, I need to sort of go for a long time.
Your feet now are half the speed of your hands.
Yeah, it's half time. So I'm going to have an exercise for that at the end.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm playing 8th notes on my feet and 16th on my hand.
Okay.
So it's a blast beat, basically, and that's how I do them. And I can hold that for a very long time. So then so the second bit is I go to my feet and I do 4, 8. And what I've also noticed with my right foot is it swivels.
Yeah.
Just helps me keep in time. My left doesn't do it quite so much, but my right does.
But it's something that happened naturally.
Yeah, I don't really force it.
Okay.
I just kind of practice and then I let things happen that I focus on how it sounds.
Okay.
So then I do 16. And then 32. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. This is all with a click at 150.
Yeah.
So it's probably about there, actually. And then I just go 2 minutes. Might play different beats over the top. Modulate. That's it. So that's the first bit. That takes 20 minutes.
Cool. Keep talking. I'm going to do something for my sake.
Okay.
Turn off the air.
Okay, yeah. Because it's driving you nuts.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Nobody has complained about it, but...
Not yet.
Not yet.
They will.
Beatrice said, because I asked if you were having a flat light, I'm having a flat light is a flat latte, and I'm having a cappuccino, so I asked what people are having. Beatrice said she's having chocolate because she's a crazy Brazilian who doesn't like coffee. Okay. And she's saying now, sorry guys, I have to go to work. Bye.
Okay.
Somebody has to work.
Fair enough.
All right. Not me.
So the last bit of it is a combination.
Okay.
And this is so that I can transition between and then. Reasonably smoothly, right? So I'd start.
I'm pretty sure on the drum kit it sounds a lot better than on pads.
Pretty good on the pads, I think.
Sorry?
I like it on the pad.
No, it sounds good, but because you said kind of smoothly, but I think on the drums it sounds better because there's a lot of noise coming from the whole pad.
Yeah, and also there's a bit of noise coming from the pedal as well.
Yeah.
But the idea is that I wanted to be able to play a blast beat into a double bass pattern without having to fill in between.
Okay.
So it doesn't break it up. What it does is give the illusion that I'm playing much faster than I really am for longer. That's kind of the whole cool shtick, basically.
Yeah.
So it sounds like I'm doing a blast beat for, God knows how long, and I'm actually
a really fast 300 beat blast beat for 10 minutes.
And
Haha, he deceived you all.
Yeah. So what I started out doing, let's see if I can still do it, was this. So like, so playing on my feet and then on my hands at the same time. That sort of thing.
Okay.
But actually, I came to the conclusion that that's not, I mean, it's a good coordination exercise, but it's not, I never do that. So what I did was just extend it out. So it's just 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. And then sometimes 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, that kind of thing. Because that's actually what I'm playing.
Yeah.
Right. And then also that gives me time to get, so I'm using that Moeller hand technique.
That's also a very interesting thing that we usually, I'm talking about more myself than anybody else. I'm sorry, I need my glasses.
Okay.
Jafet Malay official. Hey, I love this.
Good.
We're happy somebody likes it because nobody had said they liked it until now. Thank you.
Oh, good. That's good.
So I'm talking about probably more about myself than anybody else, but we usually practice without a purpose. We just practice. And you just said something that's very interesting because this is, I practice this because this is what I play.
Yeah, that's what I've got to do.
Exactly. That's what you need, And I was watching an interview years ago with, I think it was the Drum Channel with Don Perry, who played drums for Jethro Tull for many years. And it was him, Neil Peart, and Terry Bozzio having a chat, basically. Something like the same thing we're doing here, but high level.
Yeah. Thank you.
And then he said he met Billy Coleman in New York and said, would you teach? And he said, yeah, I would. And then Billy asked, what do you want to know? And then he started listing the things he wanted. And Billy was like, why?
Yep. Yeah.
And he was like, and then he said it was kind of not an epiphany, but it was a moment where like, yeah, why do I want to practice this? Why do I want him to show me this stuff?
Well, I've been through that for years. So let me just show you the last bit. And then sorry about
no. It's okay.
It's okay. Well, I'm nearly done. So that I do that in 16. So it's basically 16ths, and I just do that for 5 minutes, and then I do triplets. And that's it for 5 minutes, and that's the whole thing.
Cool.
It takes 30 minutes.
So let me apologize to Jafet because he was liking it, and then
you ruined it. Yes.
Yeah.
So it doesn't. So it covers everything. This is the thing. It covers everything I need to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I think one of the reasons I've kind of come to that conclusion was because I spent a lot of time practicing stuff that I didn't use because everybody said it was a good idea.
Yeah.
Right. And I'll give you some examples. So a lot of it. Now I love Thomas Lang. Right. He's one of my favorite drummers. But I'm not Thomas Lang, right? Yeah. So I spent a lot of time.
I'm glad you realized that.
Well, I don't play what he plays.
Yeah.
This is the thing. So
even if you did, you were not Thomas Lang.
No. And so, for example, I spent, threes and then paradiddles, fives, sixes, sevens. So I can do all of that and never use it. And I don't think it improved my playing that much.
Yeah, and if you do that in a band context, they're going to say, what are you doing?
Well, yeah, I'm not entirely yes and no, because I think there's some value to it in as much as. So one of the things I work on at the moment is this, making sure everything hits at the same time.
Yeah, mm-hmm. That's and also, really actually very important and very looked over.
Making sure that and that. So I'm left-handed but right-footed.
Okay.
And recently I switched to leading everything with my right foot.
Okay.
Recently, about 9 months ago.
Well, that's nothing.
No, it's not. But I mean, it's not taken very long because I'm naturally right-footed. But what I had to work on was this. Right, and then with this hand, so they're in between. Which is really hard.
It is. It is a lot harder
so
than
I can
it
do
looks.
that. Right. And it comes back to this whole, are you going to play it? That's the thing. Are you actually going to play this stuff? And it's not to say, right. So it's not to say don't do the other things. So you can do I spent some time recently working on this one. So. And then for counting, so with this sort of thing, I did some counting over the top of it. Mm-hmm. And then I won't make this too complicated, but I'm going to modulate into 4 over the top. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that was useful for timing. But again, I sort of looked at it and was like, okay, well, I can also do this. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you got like a 4 over 3. It says trying to talk while doing it. 3, 4, 1, 2. And the hard one is doing 3 on this hand, 8 on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Something like that. Mm-hmm. It's all good, but it's how much time it takes to develop.
Yeah.
And whether I want to put that time into it. It's like, when am I going to play that? And I'm not. And that's what you've got to ask yourself is are you going to play it? If you're not going to play it, how much time are you prepared to put into it? Mm-hmm. Because getting that stuff, my whole perspective on like how long it takes has completely changed. You know, because I used to think, I'm going to do 3 on here, and I'll spend a couple of weeks is not enough. You're looking at like 12 months.
Yeah, it takes it always takes a lot longer than you think it's going to take.
Yeah,
no matter how long you think it's going to take.
I think we got some new comments.
No,
are they not? Okay.
Still, it's just somebody that Deutsch is a friend of mine. He says he was also watching. I'm not sure he's still watching it. Probably not.
No,
he's a bass player, so
okay, fair enough.
He's not going to be watching that.
But the yeah, sorry, go on.
No, because it was a discussion. I even made a few clips about it, and it was a discussion I had with a student of mine a few weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the nature of social media, nobody's going to show you the process, how the development or of anything. They're just going to post that little clip where they can play perfectly that thing.
Yeah.
Right? If they're going to show their whole process, it's going to be a lot of videos that most of the people will lose interest in. They'll never watch the sequence. And you're never going to do a half an hour video on Instagram because nobody's going to watch that.
They don't watch it on YouTube. So my routine is actually on YouTube.
Yeah.
The average watch time's 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. But I think it's very important to emphasize whatever it is that we show, that it takes time.
Yeah. It takes. The best thing I heard about that was you take how long you want it to take and quadruple it. Right. And that Virgil Donati, I think, said that it's 4 times as long as you think it's going to take.
I think that I've never thought about in those terms, but I think it's a very good.
Yeah, it's a good marker.
Yeah,
so I think it's going to take a week, probably a month.
Yeah.
And little things like, so I noticed on the double bass when I would transition from certain things, I would drop the last note out.
Mm-hmm.
So it's detail. Like, so when you go to record it and you go. That last note is there, because what I was doing before was, I don't know if I can hear that, so I was sort of going instead of, and that's much harder than it sounds.
It is a lot harder, but when you record it, the recording amplifies it.
Yeah, it jumps out, and it sounds terrible.
Yeah, it probably sounds a lot more terrible than he actually is, but
yeah, I mean, you know, live, I kind of allow myself to do it. I don't worry too much. Yeah. Because it sounds all right live. But on the recordings, I want to get that note in. Yeah, because the recording is going to be there forever. Yeah. You know, and every time if one person decides to listen to that recording more than once, if it's something that jumps out, it's going to jump out every time. Yeah. So you want to get as close to perfection as possible in the recording. Live, there's the advantage of the moment you finish the song, nobody remembers it anymore. No. Especially the band. No, that is true. I mean, I had this last Friday because it was a strange drum kit and I used triggers on the kick drums. Mm-hmm. And if the bass drums, a lot of people set their bass drum up completely flat. They don't angle it on the spurs, which is weird because it makes it much harder. And then, of course, the beat is going down too fast, so the trigger's double trigger. Yeah. Right? So I have to kind of, I have to adjust what I'm doing as I'm going to stop that happening. And this is the other thing, is if you've spent a lot of time doing the same thing, that's easier. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm on a strange kit. It's my pedals. But the kit's, it was a 24-inch bass drum. It was a massive, great thing. Yeah, it's very different. It's the same thing. It's the same thing when you're playing a much less technical gig, mm-hmm. where even though you have your sticks, if you're not used to the kit, it takes a few bars to adjust. Yeah, it takes me a couple of songs. So what I'd normally do is I hold back. Mm-hmm. So I deliberately drop the tempo. And so if the song sort of, I'll go and just give myself a chance to get into it.
How much complaint there is in the band for that?
No, none.
Oh, okay.
No, none.
All
They
right.
don't care about that. No, they go with me. It's one of the reasons I like playing with them.
Oh, nice.
And they're not kind of rigid about that sort of thing. I mean, I might start using a click with them purely because what I've found sometimes is that when the adrenaline takes you, everything can end up being the same speed. Or can for a while, and I'd rather have, but they don't mind.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's kind of natural to play faster live.
Yeah.
You know, there's a bunch of examples where you hear the recording of a song, and then when you see the band live, it's way faster.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And the problem with this stuff is
it's already fast enough.
yeah, it's very fast anyway. And so what I was trying to do is avoid. It's the reason I practice slower.
Mm-hmm.
And again,
that's very important. See, he practices it slower.
Yeah, I do all the time.
Yeah,
because like, do you ever ask your students, like when they're working on technique, like what they're practicing?
No, I usually
like
tell them.
Question,
I usually tell them what they're practicing.
So I think this is important because if you say you're practicing technique to people, what they hear is you're practicing speed.
True.
Right?
Yeah.
And you're not.
You're not.
No. So what you're practicing is what's going to produce the speed, and what's going to produce the speed is relaxation.
Exactly. And this is a great struggle I have with all my students, and always had, and probably always will, when I tell them speed is the easiest part. Mm-hmm. Once you got the right technique, it's just a matter of going up and up and up on the metronome.
Yep.
And they don't believe it.
And also so I can go around the houses a little bit here, but I lift weights as well, and I tried a thing called step loading, which is where you keep the load the same for a long time. And the idea is that you adapt to it. Neurologically, your muscles adapt, your tendons adapt, and then you can lift a lot more, and it works. I tried a 12-week cycle on exactly the same weight and then bumped it up by 10 kilos, and it just flew up.
Oh, really?
It works the same for speed.
Cool.
You don't need to keep putting the metronome up. What generally works is to be able to play the same tempo for a bit longer.
Yeah.
Right.
Because there's another thing that some people don't believe. For example, specifically about how you play the paradiddle. Down, up, tap, tap, down, up, tap, tap. Mm-hmm. That no matter how fast you play, the motion is always the same.
Yeah, it's exactly the same.
But they think that because it's faster, it's a different motion.
No, it's faster because it's the same.
Exactly.
Yeah. That sort of...
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's just because it's faster, the motion is shorter.
Well, I used to practice paradiddle like this. Yeah. Funny enough, I don't really play paradiddles. Actually, that's not true. I don't play them that much.
To be fair, how can I put it? I don't actually know what I play. Yeah. Because I know when I play, I just play.
Yeah.
I don't think, it's paradiddle, it's 5-stroke roll.
I think that there's a bit in one of the songs where I use kind of but what I have found is I can switch between, if I think about it, it's paradiddle to inverted paradiddle.
Okay.
But I'm not hearing that. I'm hearing that kind of thing.
Yeah, I know what it is. It's exercise 33 on page 6 on stick control.
Probably, yeah. That one. But I don't.
Which is the same thing Ian Pace plays on U-Full No 1 in Deep Purple.
What's that?
It's the exercise, the groove is between the snare and the high and the cowbell.
Yeah.
And this exercise 33 on stick control.
Play it. Yeah.
Yeah, there's an accent on the left hand for the snare. Just like 55 times faster.
Paradiddles?
No, it's right, left, right, right, left, right, right, left. Or, in your case, left, right, left, left, right, left, left, right.
Oh, okay. That. All right.
Something like that. Yeah.
And then you go, no.
Yeah.
So if I can hear that. So what I'm listeing to there is this bit.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a paradiddle to inverted, isn't it?
It's the first part is the paradiddle, and the second part is the inward
paradiddle.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
And one thing, it took me a while to. Actually, I never analyzed it like that. But a friend of mine showed me that a bunch of pages in the book, "Future Sounds" by David Garibaldi, is that.
Yeah. Yeah. The inward
is this paradiddle, inward paradiddle.
Yeah.
Between the hi hat and the snare with different accents.
Yeah. A lot of Gary Chaffee stuff's got that.
Yeah.
As well. Mm-hmm. But I think the inward paradiddle is sorely underused.
Oh, very underused because it's hard.
Yeah. I would. Yeah. Do you practice like accenting along paradiddles then? Or do you just kind of always keep it on the singles?
No. I do.
Oh.
You displace the accent.
I displace the accent, but I do it slightly differently.
You displace the. You displace.
I displace them. Yeah, I do it on a single.
Yeah.
So it's kind of. So I do a drop of 5 a diddle on the end.
Yeah.
So 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 1 2. So 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 4 1 2 3 4 1, which is not the same.
No, it's not the same.
I think that's much harder.
It is a little bit harder, yeah. But both can be harder. It's all a matter of how you used to do it.
Yeah.
Because this was shout out to Tim Patterson. He was my teacher at MI, and he was the first one to give us these exercises of displacing the accent, but keeping the sticking exactly the same.
Okay.
And then obviously we did a lot of accent on the first note, second, third, fourth, and then going from one bar for each accent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds really tricky.
And that was like 30 years ago.
Right.
So I did that a lot longer. And then years later, when I did Future Sounds, there is part of there's the displacing of accents in paradiddles going from eighth notes to triplets and then 16th notes, where there's the two versions where you displace the sticking and where you displace the accent.
Tell me.
It's the same thing you do.
Oh, okay, right. Oh, I see.
But you're just because you start.
Yeah.
You need to click.
2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Have you tried it with threes? Because it goes backwards if you do it. So if you put a 5 on the end, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. It goes forwards. If you do a 3, it goes backwards.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't do that.
I have one that is a paradiddle with 7 notes at the end. So you do, and then it's 15, 16.
So it's right, left, right, left, right, left.
No, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, left.
Yeah. Oh, no, shit. No, I keep doing doubles. Because I would do the 7. So I do the 7 as a single and 3 doubles.
You could be, or you can do. You can even create a groove with that if you go up. So you play right, left, accent, right, left, right, and then accent and play the
How would you count that?
Sorry?
How would you count?
I don't.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3.
You can count 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You can 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and 4 and a 1
Okay.
and a 3 and a 4 and a...
I use Mangini's thing, half time, double time.
Yeah.
Not half time, double time. That's a good noise.
Let's create a clip with just that.
Not quite doubled. So I count it 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8, 1 and 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8, 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3.
What I usually do when I have odd groupings is to do the counting based on the conical.
Okay. Yeah.
It's not the conical. It's based on it because it's something that Ralph Humphrey taught us. And so if you play ones and twos, I leave the way they. If I have to play ones, twos, and threes, depending on the if I'm playing, for example, that exercise. I can go takadimi takadimi takita takadimi takita takadimi takida takadimi takadimi takita takadimi takadimi takida takita takadimi 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 takita takadimi takadimi takita takadimi.
Yeah.
And then 5 is the way I've learned. I know it's not a conical. It's takadinaga.
Okay.
So I can go taka. Takita takadimi takadinaga takadimi takita tak whatever you want to go. Takita takadimi takadinaga takita takadimi takadinaga takita takadimi takadinaga takadinaga, something like that.
Because I learned something like that years ago. Just 4, 3, and 2. Takadimi, takata, and taka.
Yeah.
So I do the 5 as takata, taka, takata, taka, or taka, takata, taka, takata, taka, takata. So it's all
the truth is,
it's the same thing.
Well, the way I see it and the way I try to tell my students is, doesn't matter if you say 1 Yanda, A, 1 B, C, D, whatever you want to say, as long as the sound is there.
I don't think when I say 1 B, C, D, that might get quite complicated.
Well, you would be surprised.
I think something that I do think is useful when you're practicing this kind of thing, just something simple. It's counting the amount of times you've done it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2. Because when you play music and you've got a chart in front of you, then you can count, because the amount of students I have this is one of the problems with YouTube and grades and things like that, is they get used to playing along with the videos. Stick the book in front of them and they get lost. Yeah. Because they can't count the bars. Yeah. And I think even just something very simple of like 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, just like that, up to, learning to do it up to 100.
There's a very good exercise that there's in Don Familar's book, which is 2 to 50, is to practice the free stroke.
No, I remember you gave me that ages ago.
1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, and you go up to 50. Yeah. And
now you gave me that a while ago, and it works.
It works, but if you get lost, you have to start it all over again.
No, I didn't do that. I would get lost all the time, but no, I didn't start it over again because that would be crazy.
Yeah, but I did. Once you get it, it's cool. Yeah. And doing the quarter note at 180, it takes about 15 minutes to do the whole thing.
Yeah, I remember that. And this is the thing with I've found, going back to what we were talking about right at the start, the simplicity thing, my playing generally has got better. Because because my practice is really, really simple. So I'm not thinking so much when I play. I don't really worry about stickings anymore. They're just kind of, most of what I'm playing is singles anyway.
And that's what you want. You don't want to worry about, because even the most intricate piece of music from the most complex drummer, there's a point where they don't think about it anymore.
Yeah.
Because otherwise they wouldn't be able to play.
Yeah.
So they might think a lot about it when they're creating the parts and recording it, but once they go out on tour, it's like, God help us. Of course, it's not just that, but there's a point where you need to let it just flow.
Well, I think the thing that happens eventually, which has happened to me a few times, is where, I don't know whether you've had this, but you play something and you're like, that was cool, and you don't really know how you've done it.
Oh, yeah.
And then you can go back and work it out.
Yes,
and
that's usually how it happens with me.
Yeah. Well, you play an idea, and then if you've got enough sort of chops and reading under your belt, you can go back and work out what you've done and write it down.
Yeah. But there's a more curious thing that happened to me when I was at MI. I was invited by some people from Sweden to record a song with them, and it was the end of the course. So there was all this, stuff that I needed to do for the exams. One of them is playing a few bars of the Black Page. And a lot of stuff happening. And these guys said, could you record a song with us? I said, you don't want to say no to opportunities, especially recording in a professional recording studio that I still has. So I said, yeah. So we did, I think we did like 3 or 4, I think we did 2 rehearsals. On the second rehearsal, I recorded it with I had one of those Walkman. I don't know.
Oh my God.
I know you don't know what that is, but I had a Walkman that recorded. So I recorded the rehearsal and then went home and wrote a chart so I wouldn't get lost with the recording.
Yeah.
And totally my fault, but there was a guitar phrase that happened that I didn't realize the guitar phrase was there because my mind was so much somewhere else. With first of all the needs, the things I needed to practice for the final exams, and also trying not to screw up the recording.
Yeah.
That I focused too much on the drums.
Yeah.
And then when we finished, I went in probably 2 or 3 takes, I finished.
Yeah.
I did my part and I just left. And couple days later when they brought me the recording, there was that, not only I realized there was the guitar phrase, I played a fill that accented the same accents of the guitar melody, and I didn't even think about it.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, and it wasn't even written in the chart because I didn't hear it.
Right.
The chart was basically this part is this bit, this part is this bit, and this part is this bit.
It just sort of comes out.
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, that's kind of what I think basically is the simpler your routine, the better. And really, like, I can only speak for the stuff I play, but if you're playing heavy rock or metal, most of what you need to do is single strokes.
Yes.
And you need to be very, very good at that.
Yeah.
And it's not to say you don't do the others, but sort of, well, I mean, actually, do you have you've got master studies, haven't you?
Yes, I do.
This book.
Do you want it?
No. No. The Stone Killer section's pretty simple, right?
Yeah.
So you've got the 4s, and then the 3, and then the 2s. And the way I do double strokes is kind of reverse 2s. So I do it like that.
Yeah, this is actually because
like a pull out.
If you practice the double strokes, and it doesn't have to be fast, but if you practice double stroke.
Yeah.
When you actually play double strokes, you're not going to play like that, but then they sound even.
Yeah, you sort of get that rather than that, and I've just found
and they sound a lot better.
I'm also slightly, I don't know whether you noticed this or not, but whether you do this, but I'm kind of opening my fingers a little bit on the way down.
That's how I do.
Even sort of pulling up.
Yeah. So the way I got speed was wrist and finger.
Yeah. I never practiced that. It just sort of happened.
Yeah, I did practice a lot.
Right. Okay. It's not.
Some of us have talent. Some of us don't.
I wouldn't say that's talent. It's just. I think I was probably doing it without realizing it.
Yeah.
And then just sort of, because what it feels like now is when I play like that, when I get to about there, it feels like I'm kind of just pulling it very slightly. So there you go.
Cool. I hope you had a good time.
Mm-hmm.
I had a good time.
Yep.
I've learned a lot. I guess
I've learned something.
I've learned something.
I've learned I can't do your displacement exercise. It's too hard.
Well, I cannot do most of the things you did here, if not all. It's almost time to finish your lunch, so we're gonna say goodbye because you have to go to work. We don't. We're drummers. We don't work. Bye.
Oh man. Excellent.